Hi, my name is John Jeeves and I'm really excited to bring you this video series in partnership with CK Music and Mackie. Studio monitor placement is one of the most important things in setting up a studio, second only to proper acoustic treatment. So today, let's take a look at how we can set up our studio monitors properly. Okay, so today we're going to position our studio monitors in 3 easy steps. All you need is your room, your fancy producer chair, your studio monitors, a pair of speaker stands, and measuring tape. The first thing we want to do is make sure we have the right orientation. That refers to which direction your speakers are facing. Make sure that your speakers are placed along the short wall, firing down the length of the long wall. This will give you a good room length to work with and make it much easier for you to find the sweet spot for the listening position. The second step is to find the listening spot. We do this by placing our chair at the 38% point of the length of the room and right down the middle of the width of the room. So if your room is 7 meters long, you would place your chair 2.7 meters from the front wall. And if your room is 3 meters wide, you would place it 1.5 meters from the left wall and from the right wall. This positioning helps us to avoid what we call nodal points that cause imbalances in the frequency response. The third step is to position your speakers in an equilateral triangle. This means that the distance between the two speakers is the same distance between your ear and each speaker. Also, make sure to angle your speakers so that you only see the front face of the speaker and not the sides. This helps you get the most accurate stereo image. Adjust the height of the studio monitors on the speaker stands so that the tweeters, those are the small cones at the top of the speaker, are the same height as your ear to get the most balanced sound. Also, the further away the speakers are from the walls and the corners, the more accurate the bass response is going to be. Now we're going to look at setting our studio monitors correctly. We have with us here today my main pair of studio monitors, the Mackie MR824, and my secondary monitors, the Mackie CR3X. The key features of the Mackie MR824 are superior accuracy and clarity, acoustic space control, and ultra-wide dispersion. They are designed to give you the most balanced and accurate sound, and they also come with a lot of flexible settings that allow you to tailor their sound to your setup. Finally, they have ultra-wide dispersion, which means they have a really wide listening sweet spot, so even if you move around a little bit, you still get great monitoring results. Let's take a look at acoustic space control. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the further away your speakers are from the wall and the corners, the more accurate the bass response is. And the nearer your speakers are to the wall and the corners, the more exaggerated the bass will be. However, with Mackie Acoustic Space Control, we can compensate for this should you have space constraints that force your speakers against the wall or into the corners. Now, if your speakers are away from the walls and the corners, you can use setting A. If your speakers are against the wall but away from the corners, you can use setting B. And finally, if your speakers are in the corners, you can use setting C. Now, my room isn't very wide, so my speakers are in the corners, therefore I use setting C. There's also a high frequency filter control that allows you to subtly brighten or darken the sound according to your preference. In any case, the Mackie MR824s are versatile enough to suit all your monitoring needs. Now, the CR3X is much simpler to set up, just a simple volume knob conveniently placed on the front. This makes balancing the volumes between your main pair of studio monitors and your second pair really easy. I hope you've enjoyed this first video in the series and that it has been both helpful and informative. So please leave us a like, share this with your producer friends who might be interested, and subscribe to the CK Music YouTube channel for more great content from us. Last but not least, I would like to thank CK Music and Mackie for providing this amazing studio gear. Stay tuned for more. This is John Jeeves signing off.